In this video, we're going to learn how to multiply fractions without needing an area model. So when those brownies are all gone, how can you do it when the math is too messy and crazy for an area model to work well? So area models are the visual model. That's what we did in the last video. Sometimes we call that the brownie pan method. An algorithm is a rule or strategy for solving a problem that's usually more efficient than the visual model. It's really important that we know the visual model first, though, so that we really understand why it works, because algorithms can be hard to remember and hard to do correctly if you don't understand them. So to start off with, we're going to do one more area model for 1/2 times 3/4. Go ahead and pause and do that now. So your area model should look like this, and we have 1, 2, 3 sections double shaded out of 8 total. Now what we're looking for here is a pattern that would help us do this math quickly without having to draw the model. So if we're looking at 1/2 times 3/4 equals 3/8, is there any sort of pattern there that you can notice? I'm going to give you a few more examples to look at while you think. So using my pattern, I know that 2/5 times 2/3 would equal 4/15. Do you see the pattern yet? If you do, I want you to write it down over here. I want you to write down, I notice that, and then I want you to fill in the pattern when you see it. I'm going to give you a couple more examples. So I know that 3/10 times 4/7 gives me 12/70. Do you see the pattern? If you already noticed the pattern, check and make sure it works with this one too. And I noticed that 2 1/100 times 5/9 gives me 10/900. And the pattern that we're looking for here is that the numerators, 2 times 5, gives you the numerator of the answer of the product, and the denominators multiplied, 100 times 9, gives you 900. That gives you the denominator of the answer. So let's do one more little example here, and this time we're going to do it with variables. We love working with variables, especially as we get into higher level math. So let's say that I have a fraction that has some unknown number that I'm going to call A on the top, and then another unknown number in the denominator that I'm going to call B. And then I'm going to multiply it by another fraction that has C in the numerator and D in the denominator. I want you to multiply those together and tell me what the product would be. Did you write A times C over B times D? Or in algebra, we actually don't even need to have the times in there. We can just call it AC over BD. Either one's good. All right, let's do some more examples. So for our first example, let's do 3/8 times 4/5. And as we do it, let's write down what our steps are, because we're going to do the same steps every time. So our first step is to multiply the numerators. So let's go ahead and do 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 4 equals 12. And step 2, we're going to multiply the denominators. So 8 times 5 gives us 40. So that was 40 was my 8 times 5. And then step 3 is to simplify the answer if possible. So is it possible to multiply 12/40 or to simplify 12/40ths? I think so. I think that both 12 and 40 have a common factor of 4. So I'm going to divide both numbers, 12 and 40, by 4. 12 divided by 4 gives me 3, and 40 divided by 4 gives me 10. So my final answer is 3/10. Let's go ahead and do this one more time. You're going to do 9/10 times 2/3. Pause and do it now. So following your steps, you should do 9 times 2 is 18, 10 times 3 is 30, and then we need to simplify. So 18 and 30. Those are both divisible by 6. So I'm going to divide by 6. And 18 divided by 6 gives me 3. And 30 divided by 6 gives me 5. So 3/5 is my final answer. Let's do another one. Let's do 1/2 times 47/50. Pause and do it now. I got 47/100ths, which cannot be simplified because 100 and 47 don't have any common factors. All right, let's do one more. Let's do 5/6 times 1/20. All right, so hopefully you got 5/120ths from that. Now, can 5/120ths be simplified? I think it can, because 120 is a multiple of 5. So I can divide numerator and denominator by 5, and it'll give me 1/24. Okay, now it's time for you to do your practice problem. So for the practice problem, please do 5/9 times 3/4. Make sure to follow all the steps. We'll check this in class tomorrow.